Hello everyone, and welcome back to playing Minecraft Infdev through release 1.8.9. If you haven't already watched this series, how this works is basically I start in the earliest version of Infdev that I can still load and convert into later versions of the game without the game without my world breaking too much. And so this version, I actually updated the version just because I know last episode I said I wanted to find diamonds before I did anything else, but the thing is like finding diamonds in InfDev is like extremely difficult just because of like how the ore generation works in Infdev, and I already kind of explained how it works in my other videos, but basically in these versions, ore generation is like bugged, and most of the ores tend to generate on the positive coordinates, which is a really weird bug. But anyways, today we are updating to Infdev 2010, June 25th through uh 1917. I don't know what that would be. That doesn't really make sense. I don't know why it's through 1917. Through World War One. Okay, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, um, I'm kind of I'm kind of excited for this update. It's the second Secret Friday update, and this update adds dungeons, saddles, and monster spawners, which will be really cool. So I want to go explore and find one of those. And the world generation was different. The appearance density has been decreased for trees, and that's about it, really. Um, and it says that in the dungeons, the chest may contain sulfur, string, wheat, bread, iron ingots, buckets, saddles, and rarely golden apples. What the hell is sulfur? Is that just like... oh, that's gunpowder. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. They called it sulfur back then, I suppose. That's weird. Well, that's the kind of the tricky thing with these updates is there's no tooltips. So how would you know what is... oh, uh uh that's not good. Okay. Well, the game crashed. Um Damn. Okay. Hold on. I want to see. Okay. I'm gonna try loading the game again. If this happens again, then that would suck. Yeah, so it kind of seems like no matter what, my game kind of just crashes for some reason. Um, Not sure why. There's a lot of like mobs that die when I try to play. So hold on, let me try to play again. This is not gonna work, but see, look, I spawn on the... what is going on there? That's so weird. Okay, weird. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a couple things. Hold on. Okay, so I've tried loading my world um, multiple times, and it keeps crashing. And I tried to look up the bug that I'm having, and it says that it is particularly with the stack trace pointing to net.minecraft dot blah 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 unknown source typically indicates a mod compatibility issue, corrupted game files, or a mismatched version between the client and server. Um, I don't think I'm using mods. I know that I'm using mods on my alpha world, but that's on a different instance. So I don't know how the game is like crashing when I'm not using mods. So I'm kind of confused here. If there's a way to figure out like how I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if it's an issue with because okay, I tried loading a backup of my world, right? And that didn't work. Same thing happened. The game crashed. And then I tried downloading um or I tried loading, not downloading. I tried loading the backup before that one, and that one crashed. So I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know if it has to do with the mob spawning, because I know the mob spawning is really weird. But I'm gonna try out a couple things and just see what happens. Okay, so I kind of figured out how to fix the issue. Well, and I figured out what's wrong. It's really weird. Um, I'm not sure exactly what kind of bug this is, but basically, I'm pretty sure this chunk that I'm in is like fucked up because I don't know if you could hear it, but there's like a bunch of animals dying, and I think that's what was causing the game to crash, was all the animals spawning. So what I did is I loaded this backup, my last backup, into the version after Secret Friday 2. And it actually let me load into the world and it didn't crash. But I think there's something wrong with this chunk. There could be something wrong with this chunk. So I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't know how to fix that. I never did anything like that, but this update, I'm just gonna read it off real quick. It probably doesn't add that much, to be honest. This is Infdev 2010, June 27th. And it says that passive mob spawning was drastically reduced. Well, thank God, because they're spawning all over my fucking house. Uh, Fixed game crashing when signs were nearby. Oh, maybe that's what was causing the issue. I don't know. Weird. However, the game will crash if the window is initially launched with height 0. Okay. Weird. So it's just like a bunch of bug fixes mostly. Nothing too notable really. But let's just see. Oh God. Uh. Okay. So you'll notice that some of my stuff is back in. That's not because I loaded. That's not because I got my That's not because I recovered it somehow, but I rebuilt everything, so I didn't really recover it, I guess. But anyways, now that I can actually play this, hopefully no more bugs or crashes like this happen again. I kind of doubt that though, because these are really old versions and they tend to have a lot of issues when trying to play them. It's even like, you know how everyone gives Bedrock shit for being a buggy mess? I feel like this is I feel like this is more of a buggy mess than Bedrock, I'm gonna be honest. Because there's all sorts of stuff that can happen. Like a million pigs spawning. And yeah, the mob AI still seems to be really fucked up or something. I don't know what's going on. They still make that noise, which is interesting. This sign is technically wrong. I did not build this in this version. So I want to rename this to like Infdev or no, Longhouse Infdev. I built this back in the first version that we played on. So, and this is 3/5/2026. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. But yeah, you can see I rebuilt the apple over there. Which I'm not gonna let go away because I like that apple. So yeah. But in this episode, I want to find a dungeon. And I don't know what I'm gonna do there, really. I'm probably just gonna explore it and whatever. Wait, I thought okay, this is where I'm putting the feathers, I guess. Let's bring an extra pickaxe, just because I feel like it would be good to have an extra pickaxe. And I'm not sure where we should go for this, but we'll just go in like a random direction, I guess. I'm probably gonna have to have like a miscellaneous chest somewhere around this, because I don't think I'm gonna have enough storage for everything that I'm gonna get. But anyways, let's go ahead. Actually, before we go, it's probably a bad idea to go without food, so hold on. Okay, so I got some steak, and yeah, we should be fine. So I'm just gonna go. I don't know why I called it steak. It's not steak. It's a pork chop. Hold on. I hope that you guys can hear. Yeah, you guys can hear. Okay. I get a little worried sometimes that you guys can't hear the in-game sounds. But I don't know if you guys probably can't hear it, but there's some weird stuff going on outside my house right now. And I don't know if it's like stuff falling off my roof or something, but it sounds super weird. I don't know if it's my heater either, because my heater makes a lot of weird noises, so the heater's just loud. But when we go venturing out, we should just head in one direction. just because it is definitely safer to do it that way, other than going in just random directions. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to make it back. Because, like I've said in the past, these versions do not have coordinates. So, look how many fucking trees there is. What the hell? Okay. This is really interesting. Anyways, I hope we don't have to travel too far to find some unloaded chunks. And I hope that my game files aren't, like, really corrupted now, because if they're corrupted, then I don't know if I can keep playing on the same world. You know what I mean? So that wouldn't be good. Okay, it's probably safe to say... we're in some new... Oh, God. Oh, I know why it's lagging. There. There we go. Because my computer wasn't plugged in. Okay. That always happens, just no matter what. My computer starts to lag when it's low battery. What is this? Huh. It almost looks like somebody dug in here, right? But there's like nothing in here. That's so weird. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just keep going out this way. And so far there's like nothing. I'm hoping to find one on the surface, but I don't think that's gonna be happening, is it? We might need to bring some more tools with us. This is kind of the first time I went exploring out on my own. Okay, I believe we found a spaghetti cave. I don't think, yeah, the hostile mobs don't really make noises. Why is there, they're not spawning. There's like none of them here. What the heck? I'm tempted to take this ore, but I don't want to, like, waste my durability on something I don't really want at the moment, even though it's really valuable, because I have nothing. I'm dirt poor. I mean, I have at least a stack of iron, so that's something, right? Okay, I think there might be some lava down here. Yeah. And let's just be careful. Okay, speak of the devil. Where is that guy? Where is he? There you are, I see you. Oh my god, there's two of them. Okay. Yeah, let's not deal with that right now. I'm probably gonna die. And, if you guys are wondering why I'm not wearing armor, because I haven't been wearing armor throughout this whole, like, series. And the reason is basically because armor in these versions sucks really bad. Because the way it works is, it's like the protection of your armor is the same as your durability. So if you keep taking hits, with your armor, your protection goes down, if that makes sense, because the durability, like, is the same. Okay, that was really dangerous. Oh my god. I know this is like spam clicking combat, but when the arrows knock you back, it's like really dangerous, and there's no shields, so you can't really do anything about it. Kind of used to having shields, but we're playing on really old versions of this game, so that's not going to be a thing for like a really long time. looks like there's nothing around here. Interesting. Oh, maybe there's just something? I don't want to get lost. So, let's just, like, be really careful. And if I don't find something, then that's fine. Like, but I just really want to see a dungeon, man. I really want to see one. I really, really want to see one. It would be nice to have one at least, because I could get some nice loot from those. Shite. Okay. I do have a water bucket on me, but I don't really want to use it. I'll just use the gravel. I'll go like this. Oh, break that. And we'll go like that. There we go. Okay, where are we? This is somewhere. Oh! Look at that! We found it! Hold on, I want to take a screenshot of this. Okay, fellas. Place your bets right now. Is this a skeleton spawner, a zombie spawner, or a spider spawner? What do you think it is, fellas? Okay, hold on. Let's just get ready for this, because we're going to take some damage. Okay, it's a zombie spawner. Thank God. I have to deal with stupid skeletons. Or spiders. Spiders are also kind of a pain in the ass. Okay. Die. If I die here, that would suck, because, like, I don't know how... Okay, let's just light up everything. I don't want to risk anything spawning right now. Okay. Ooh, we got some iron. We got bread. We got a bucket. We got some wheat. Oh, we got a saddle. Awesome. Oh, I forgot. Bread is not stackable, just like all the other food. But well, there's only 2 food you can really eat in this game. It's like bread and pork chops, and that's really about it. But anyways, that's really cool. So now we just have infinite feathers, but that's kind of useless because if you really think about it, if we find a skeleton spawner, we can just get infinite arrows. Like, we don't really need a zombie spawner for feathers. Because that's all the feathers are really useful for, as far as I know. Like, you only need them for crafting arrows. But if we just find a skeleton spawner, then we don't even need that. It will be useful for, like, later in the game when you can have, like, experience and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and try to, like, mark this cave. Mark it with gravel. I'll put a torch here. I believe I came from... Okay, this is gonna be... If I get lost, this is gonna be embarrassing, but... Oh god, do you guys see that? The pigs are, like, lagging. Okay, I'm not gonna go over there. I feel like the game's gonna break. We've had a few instances where the game was, like, bugging out and doing weird stuff. But nothing... I mean, the game did crash on me, like, 50 times, but... Whatever. Yeah, I can definitely tell that mobs do seem to spawn way less. Because before, I don't know if you guys remember, but beforehand, mobs were spawning like crazy. I didn't really know what to do about it. I'm kind of... Okay, I don't know... What way did I actually come from? I guess we'll know where the sun is. Okay, no, I can't even see the sun. I was about to say, we can go, like, north or south from the sun. And just see where it takes us, but it doesn't seem to be a possibility anymore. We might be a little bit lost, but that's okay. I can outrun all the mobs. I'm pretty fast. Okay, yeah, this does not look familiar at all. Oh my. You can see, like, all the other stuff over there. Yeah, this might just be, like, normal stuff. Just newly generated chunks and stuff like that. Yeah, let's not. Let's just go somewhere else. But I'm glad I marked that cave. Because if I didn't mark that cave, I probably wouldn't know where that stuff is. Okay, so the sun is setting over there. So that would mean that north and south is this way. And we probably came from this direction. Either that or we head south of this. So that's why it's helpful to just, like, only go one direction, because you can always just use the sun as your advantage, as your point of reference for north or south. And I know that kind of sounds like, I know that kind of sounds ridiculous. Yeah, this looks familiar right here. But, I mean, this is an older version, man, so you just have to kind of, like, if you're going to play these older versions, you kind of have to deal with the limitations that they have. Is this? No, I don't think this is where I came from. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, look at that. There's a T. T. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I came from here. That is... I don't even know where the hell I am. This is like some random forest. It is not close to my house whatsoever. Let's go ahead. I want to get, like, a better view. I want to get a better view of everything. I know I'm not going in the right direction right now. I should be going in this direction. Yeah, I can't really see anything this way. So I'm just going to assume that this is the wrong direction. And I should be going the other way. And hopefully I don't die. Because that would be horrible. But this should have been the right direction, right? Because... I don't know, that's confusing. Yeah, didn't I come from this way? I swear I came from this way. That's weird. I don't know, let's see. Let's see where this path takes us. Oops. Let's not do that. Okay. No mobs have spawned so far. And let's try to keep it that way. I'd prefer it to that way at the moment. So yeah, that would just be great. Okay, is this it? I don't know what this is. That's where I marked my... Okay. So... I don't know. I might have to, like, replay it. I might have to stop the video and, like, replay the footage or something, because I don't know. I don't know where I went. Oh, God. Okay. Hey there, guys. I'm gonna avoid them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use like a lot of markers and stuff around the world. And say, I'm gonna have to put up signs everywhere saying like north of here's the spawner, or like south of this, head south of here and you'll go to back to spawn or whatever. I don't know, something like that. I think that would be really helpful. But I don't have a sign, so I can't really do anything about that. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep heading over here. And if I don't find anything, then I'm gonna stop the video and just replay the footage, because there's no other way I'm gonna find out where the heck I came from. What is all this? This looks all new. This does not look like where I came from. Looks like some newly discovered land. Possibly. Oh, don't go down there. Yeah, this is all new, I think. I'm just trying to check the coast. See if anything's around here. Just in case, like, you never know. I could be in the right spot. Or maybe I'm not in the right spot. I don't know. But I'm gonna try my best to just avoid, like, all the mobs. Yeah, this just looks like a bunch of new terrain to me. This does not look familiar at all. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna stop the video here and replay the footage, but anyways, I hope you guys liked this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.